Yo, today guys, I got a very important question to ask you, and that is, what starter will you be choosing to begin your journey in NBA 2K23 Myteam? And if you have no idea, then don't worry, we're gonna be covering all the players in this video. I'm gonna give you guys who I think is going to be the best option, and also the player that you definitely do not want to choose when it comes to starting off my team. And it's very important to pick the right one, because this player will be the best card that you have in the beginning, and it'll just make everything easier for you, especially as you're starting off my team for 2K23. And speaking of having an easier time, I'm going to be doing another free gift card giveaway. To join that giveaway, all you have to do right now is make sure that you leave a like on the video, make sure that you're also subscribed to the channel with notifications on it, and comment down below right now which starter player are you going to be choosing, because we got some options. And so let me know down below in the comments. I'll be picking the winner once 2K is officially out. I'll be streaming on Twitch and I'll be picking the winner. I'll also be doing more giveaways, and so definitely stay tuned for all that. And in the previous giveaway, this right here was the winner. You got 24 hours to hit me up on Twitter or Instagram, that way I can get you your free gift card. And now we got to get right into the video, guys, because we got to talk about the best option when it comes to choosing the best starter to start off NBA 2K23 Myteam with. And without further ado, let's get right into it. So this year for 2K23, 2K is giving us 3 different options. One of the options is going to be jeol Morantz. He's going to be a point guard slash shooting guard. Shout out to my boy Aiden for making this beautiful card. He ended up recreating the emerald card. And so jeol Morantz is going to be one of the first options. Now we do also have a big fella in Joel Embiid, bro, a center. Now he is only going to be center. He can't play power forward, so center is going to be the only place that you can put him in. But you know, the big boy Embiid, he's gonna be cheesy too. And then we do also have another option, and that of course is going to be Jimmy Buckets out here. Jimmy Butler can actually play the 2 or the 3, and so you definitely do have some options when it comes to picking your starter player. Now keep in mind that this year 2K only ended up going with 3 different players. Typically they go with 5 cards and you got to pick from 5 of those, but you actually only get 3 options: jeol Morantz, Embiid, and Jimmy Buckets. And I do want to show you guys right here exactly what we're working with when it comes to jeol Morantz and other players, just to give you guys an example of how they're going to be looking in 2K23. So at the moment, we actually do have this emerald jeol Morantz, and now he is going to be 6'3", and if you guys have been noticing the gameplay, you know that drivers are definitely going to have an easier time versus people that are going to be shooting the ball. And so jeol Morantz might be a good option, and we're going to be covering the best one and the worst one. But jeol Morantz, though, you're definitely going to be looking at maybe a 70-something three-pointer. The driving dunk is definitely going to be in the 80s, because 2K already came out and said that jeol Morantz is actually one of the best dunkers in 2K23, and 2K even put him at number 1 when it came to that list. And so jeol Morantz right here, you know he's going to be a dunker. It's definitely going to translate well into my team. He's also going to be able to pass the ball and stuff like that. Now 2K already did come out and say as well that when it comes to picking the first player, all you have to do is score 6 points in order to get him to a sapphire. And so it is going to be 6 points for every single player, just to start off, obviously, from emerald to sapphire. And that's going to be for every single starter: jeol Morantz, Embiid, and Jimmy Buckets. And so obviously every player is going to keep getting better, but jeol Morantz, though, is going to be a 6'3" point guard that's going to be able to drive to the basket. And again, from the gameplay that we've been seeing, drivers are definitely going to have an easier time. Now let's take a look at Embiid as well, the big fella out here, the 7-footer. When it comes to Embiid, he's always a really good center in my team, and you guys can see right here, he is going to be 7 foot tall. The emerald one in 2K22 actually came with a 72 three-pointer, 75 driving dunk. You guys can also see the other stats, and so you're definitely going to be seeing something similar when it comes to 2K23, because I've been playing my team for a while, for years now, and most of the cards do tend to look the same, especially early on. It isn't until later where they get even more cheesy and overpowered and stuff like that. But right here, though, you guys can take a look at some of the stuff you might be seeing when it comes to the starter emerald Joel Embiid. And remember, all it takes is 6 points to get him to a sapphire, and then eventually you're going to be able to get him to a ruby. So Embiid is going to be a big fella setter. Now also, from the gameplay that we've seen, the post is definitely going to be cheesy and glitchy, and so you might want to go with a center, and so that's going to be another option. And now we got to talk about the other player that is available, and that of course is going to be Jimmy Butler. When it comes to Jimmy Buckets, you guys know he is definitely going to be a 3-and-D player. He's also going to be 6'7", as you guys can see, so that definitely is going to be a good size, especially for a shooting guard slash small forward early on. You guys can also take a look at the stats when it comes to a sapphire. Again, you only need 6 points, so it's going to be super easy to get to the sapphire tier right away, and you're going to be able to do that in one game. And when it comes to his stats, now obviously he doesn't have like the craziest driving dunk or the 3-pointer. They're definitely going to be in the 70s when it comes to Jimmy Buckets, because he's definitely going to be a defensive wing out there that he can definitely run in my team to lock up anybody that I need to, especially early on. And now the thing with Jimmy Butler is that almost every single year in my team, especially early on, he doesn't always get the best cards and the best animations. You guys know jeol Morantz is definitely going to be a driver. He's going to be dunking on people. Embiid is going to be playing in the post, playing defense and grabbing rebounds. Jimmy Butler is definitely going to be a defensive wing and a lockdown defender. However, though, don't forget that when you get 2K23, you'll most likely end up walking away with a free Michael Jordan and Devin Booker. If you guys did end end up pre-ordering the game, and it just comes as free exclusive content in 2K23. And so you're definitely gonna be rocking with a Ruby Michael Jordan to start off, and he's the GOAT, you know, the greatest player of all time. And then also you do end up getting a free Devin Booker. And so in my opinion, you definitely do not want to choose Jimmy Butler when it comes to your starter player, just because you're definitely gonna be having other options when it comes to the shooting guard position with Michael Jordan and Devin Booker. So again, in my opinion, do not choose Jimmy Butler. Now, if he's your favorite player and you want to play with him nice and early, then by all means, do what you want to do, especially if you're going to be able to get other players. And I say that because at the end of the day, you're really playing my team. So if you want to have fun with Jimmy Butler, you can definitely choose him. But I'm telling you guys right now, early on, especially if you end up getting the Michael Jordan and Devin Booker, there's really no reason to pick Jimmy Butler nice and early as your first starter player. So definitely do not choose him. And so it's going to come down to either Morantz or Joel Embiid. And honestly, it's really going to come down to how you want to play my team, especially early on. You guys know driving to the basket is definitely going to be easier versus shooting the ball nice and early in 2K. You know 2K every single year makes shooting super difficult, and then everybody complains about it, and then eventually it gets easier. And so if you definitely do want to have a rim running point guard out there, you definitely do want to go with Morantz. But if you want to have somebody that can dominate the post and just go out there and run that pick and roll as well, have a big center, you know, posting up, also setting great screens, you definitely do want to choose Embiid. It really comes down to where you're the most effective when it comes to your play style. Some people are really good with point guards, you know, they can dribble, they want to go to the basket, and you're definitely going to have an easier time finishing at the rim. But then also with the pick and roll cheese, the post cheese, and everything like that, Embiid is definitely going to be an option. And honestly, both players are definitely great options. Like, you can't go wrong with either one. Like, if you take Morantz, you're going to be fine. Joel Embiid as well. You definitely just don't want to pick Jimmy Butler because you have other options nice and early. But when it comes to one player that, in my opinion, I think is going to be the best overall, I'm going to go with Morantz. Just because it's definitely going to be easier to evo him, and Morantz will definitely be my starter when it comes to 2K23. Now, you can still go with Embiid, you can still go with Jimmy Butler too, but again, in my opinion, I think Morantz will definitely be the best option, at least early on, especially when it comes to evolving him up to a Ruby. And I do look at him as a player that can definitely do everything nice and early, and so Morantz is definitely going to be my pick for the best option, but you still can't go wrong with Joel Embiid. And Jimmy Butler, again, don't pick him if you're going to get Michael Jordan and also Devin Booker. There's no reason to do that. And so my ranking for these three starters are going to be Morantz at number 1, then Joel Embiid at number 2, and then Jimmy Butler as the final one. Now, keep in mind that in 2K22, 2K ended up introducing something new, and that's the fact that you can actually end up getting every single starter. And you guys can see right here in 2K22, I actually ended up doing that. That was the first year that 2K let you choose every single player, as I think I just passed the, you know, over here. Where is it? Where did it go? It's gonna be starter. Bam! And you guys can see it right here. Oh, hold on. I gotta give Tatum a quick little contract. And by the way, contracts are gone in 2K23. But you guys can see it right here. 2K22 was the first My Team that 2K actually let you choose every single starter. And it's gonna be the same thing in 2K23. And so you're gonna be able to get Morantz, Embiid, and Jimmy Butler once you do complete the lifetime agendas. And all you have to do for those agendas is get a player to the Ruby tier. So for example, if you pick Morantz, score 6 points, you get him to a Sapphire, then do the final Evo, get him to a Ruby, and then after that, you get to choose another starter, and obviously you do want to pick Joel Embiid next. And then once you get him to a Ruby, then you can pick Jimmy Butler if you do want to get him as well. And also with lifetime agendas, you can do them at any point in the year because they never expire. Just make sure that you do them if you do want to get the players, maybe for a collector level, maybe you just want to pick up new players for your team and stuff like that. So you can definitely do all these agendas at any point. You can do it in the first week, you can do it, you know, mid-year, you can wait until end game, whatever you want to do, they're always going to be available in the lifetime agendas. Now in 2K22, there was actually a reward for collecting every single starter and evolving them to a Ruby, and that of course was an Emerald Phil Jackson coach card. And 2K hasn't said exactly if there will be a reward if you guys do end up getting every single player to a Ruby, but just keep in mind that there could potentially be a reward if you guys do end up getting every single player. And either way, I'm definitely going to be going after every single player because you guys know I try to collect every single card, because I'm definitely looking forward to the collector level and all the other rewards that 2K will be adding for 2K23. And so all three starters will be available in 2K23 Myteam, and so you're going to be able to walk away with every single one. But again, in my opinion, Morant definitely is going to be the number 1 option. You can still go with Jimmy Butler and also Embiid if you want to, but I'm definitely going to be picking Joel. Let me know down below in the comments who you guys are going to be choosing to start off 2K23 Myteam with. And I'm super excited for 2K23. We just got a couple more days, and so if you're ready and you're excited and you want to join that giveaway, then you know what to do. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below. This will be this video, guys, talking about the starters. Let me know who you're going to be choosing, and if you guys do want to check out some more, 3 are popping up on the screen. I ended up breaking down the gameplay for 2K23. Also ended up breaking down some other stuff that 2K is adding in my team. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
Yeah, hundreds on my bed, texting with the bill, roses in my wallet. I'm flexing it for real. Racks on racks on racks, I look like rookie of the year.